Well, here we are in Tung Chung. I don't know what today is, Monday. Lose track of the days. Just leaving on our round Lantau Island trek, which we've done 2 stages, or what we call 2 stages. And we're heading off to Tai O, that way.
And that's Tung Chung back there, and off we go. So we've been walking for about 2 kilometers, and we've left Tung Chung. This is Yat Tung Estate. I think this is government housing because it's coloured buildings, and we're heading into village land. So here are some houseboats. In the distance over there, I'm not sure if you can see, but is the cable car to the big Buddha, and behind that is the airport. So we're leaving civilization and heading into village life and following a trail. And as we enter the trail section, first thing that we see is a little temple. So this is the walk we're going to be doing. We've left Tung Chung. We're going to follow the coastline across to Tai O, which is 12 kilometers. And this looks like it's the elevation. Gentle climb, descent, climb, descent, climb, descent, climb, descent, and gentle walk again. Street art at the temple that we're walking along on our way to Tai O. And I think the temple is in there. On our walk, with the airport in one direction, the cable car just here, the mountains behind us, and streams this way. So we're walking through a little village on our way to Tai O. Oh, little shop with ice creams. The villages look really primitive, yet here we have, they're powered by solar. So advanced. And then they have the most pristine public toilets. Big drains for the rains that come. And then it's ramshackleness. Oh, but little scooters and modern village houses. And here's some butterflies joining us on our walk. Not sure if you can see that. And then randomly a derelict building. And then a modern village house. This looks like it goes into someone's house, and we're following this magical path. Looks like the faraway tree by Enid Blyton. We're following the path through the woods. It's magical. And the butterflies are following us and joining us on our journey. Great fun.
Well, kind of.
Oh, this is, I'm sure that's the Macau Bridge just
well,
there.
That's the road to Macau, the Macau Bridge.
With the airport behind.
But the bigger part of the bridge is the other side.
Yeah.
So it's the Hong Kong side.
A bit further along the path, the Macau Zhuhai Bridge. And on we go.
There's the commentary. Measure of how tough this is getting today. I don't know if you can tell. Hot and sweaty.
It says that it's moderate. which it is, but still a steep hill is a steep hill is a steep hill.
Especially in these conditions. All of a sudden it is, oh, middle of summer.
In the middle of the day.
In the middle of the day, yeah. Anyway,
Jeff had to work first of all, so we couldn't go early.
And we want to get there, hence why we're going in the middle of the day. But we did think that the conditions might be a little more moderate than what they are. Anyway, I think Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam has a different term for these conditions.
Which is?
Hot and shitty.
Oh.
And it is definitely H&S. Anyway, we've got about another nearly 2 hours to get to Tai O. We're doing pretty well. I think that's almost all our climbing.
No, I think there's another really big one.
There we go. Apparently there's another one.
I think there were
but
3.
Measure of how difficult it is getting is you've got the fill-in commentator.
When it's this walk has moments of just utter grandeur and majesty as you come out of a thicket of overgrowth and see the mountains and the greenery. Very pretty.
Well, we are, according to this sign, exactly halfway. An hour and 50 back that way, but we've been walking for, I don't know, maybe it's an hour and 50. Have to have a look. And yeah, looking at the clock, about an hour and 45.
Pocari Sweat.
So an ice cold Pocari Sweat, which is apparently the drink of choice in Hong Kong. Some other good things in here as well. I think, can't tell off this sign, but I'd say it's like a coconut water and a iced tea as well. No.
So we've stopped at this tiny little house and they sold frozen pineapple, which Jeff's using to cool himself down. We are at Sham Shek, but elevation wise, we've only done one little hill. We've got a big hill and then a really big hill still to do. Oh!
Second last hill, apparently. Not getting any easier. This one is actually bigger. I've got the camera back. Although I left the camera at the drink place. Fortunately, as we were walking away, the lady there yelled out, "Hey!" Well, just walking along a different part of the path. Fence looks really quite nice. It's all made of concrete, well done. And the road's pretty good here. But you know, the whole path has been great. It's all sealed, so it's a wet season walk as well, despite walking in the rain and the humidity and weather generally. And out to the right here, so I just can't quite see where the bridge goes into the water and down into the tunnel, which is just around to the left. You could see it before, so that's the Macau Zhuhai bridge. There's our ex-commentator in front. And we've got to go up and over that hill. Well, not really, we're just going over that saddle just over there.
One more
Can't see it
climb.
now. One more big climb, apparently. Well, 1 hour, 4Ks. Oh, don't know what my watch is saying. I think we've got about an hour on our plan anyway. So this is the beginning of our last hill up there. Wind's on her way.
Up we go.
That goes around the point to another village. World-class walk, really. You know, scenery's different and water's not especially inviting really, because we're at the bottom of the Pearl River Delta, that whole Guangzhou province, or Guangdong province, I'm not too sure what it's called. Greater Bay Area anyway. It's about 100 million people just at the you go from here to about Katoomba, and that's how many people live between here and Katoomba, you know, like Sydney to Katoomba. It's just amazing. Anyway, that's another view of the Macau to Hong Kong to Macau Zhuhai Bridge. Onward and upward. Last big climb anyway. Here we go. Our favourite part of Hong Kong. Steps. Great. Well, I think we're at the top of our climb. That's hard work. That one. Oh yeah, it's pretty. There's our staircase. Going back through there. There's the airport. Macau Zhuhai Bridge. Shenzhen over the other side. And Tai O is down here somewhere. Around the next point, I think. And there's, I think you might be able to see through there the Macau Zhuhai Bridge becoming the Macau Zhuhai Tunnel. I think you can see that. I've got to hold the camera up. That's a pretty good view of the bridge becoming the tunnel. There we go, that's a better view. Macau, Hong Kong, Macau Zhuhai, Hong Kong Bridge, looking out towards Macau and Zhuhai, and I don't know if you can kind of make out where the tunnel comes out of the water again and becomes the bridge. The bridge runs 55 kilometres from the point at which it comes out of the water again over there, so I think it's the world's longest bridge. Well, there's some qualification, I can't recall what it is. Pretty poor day visibility wise, but heck, that's Asia. Well, just as we've probably finished saying all the time, what a great path. Only a couple of kilometres to go and it peters out and becomes dirt, which is a little bit unusual. It's just been a great path all the way. So it'd be pretty awful with any rain at all coming through here. It'd make this almost impassable, I think. Just wondering if that's the Tai O ferry. I think it goes to Tun Mon and then back to
Tung Chung to
yeah.
Tai O.
Well, there's Tai O, where we're going. Just the other side of it though, I think. That beach. Well, better view towards Tai O. Over there. Oh, there's the boss. And there's the wet route. This is the dry route. Oh yeah, mountains, bit of blue sky. Woohoo! This isn't too bad, this set of steps, but just up behind that, it's very reminiscent of doing Everest Base Camp. You really got to pick. I mean, this is pretty good just here at the moment. You can just walk along, but Everest Base Camp, it's just rocks everywhere. You're picking every step, placing every footstep. It's really hard. This is pretty good at the moment, but you're still placing every footstep, though it's nice and flat just here.
Except
but again,
here, you can breathe.
And you can breathe here, yeah. And it'd be interesting to see this in the rain, because this looks like it would just turn to mud and walking on the rocks. They're not sandstone. They look like they'd be slippery. Right, so still not too bad down here, but you're still placing every footstep, seeing where you're going to put your foot, which makes it particularly tiring and slower. Down here, a bit better idea looking up there. And Everest Base Camp is, I don't know, 3-4 times worse than that. That's pretty even compared to Everest Base Camp. Everest Base Camp is really hard, and the thing that makes it really hard is no oxygen. So why are we talking about Everest Base Camp? Well, because of the footpath now, but also all the villages along this route between Tung Chung and Tai O have been very reminiscent of Nepal, the villages going up to and back from Everest Base Camp. And there are a few little pit stops, cafes on this walk, just like there are on the Everest Base Camp walk as well. Again, kind of a path a little reminiscent of Everest Base Camp. This is not too bad, but you're still placing your feet. Everest Base Camp's just rock everywhere. You're going, where am I going to put my next step? Anyway, good to have the rocks there, particularly in the wet, but it is just such hard walking doing that sort of thing. The other thing that's just made it hard today is the temperature and humidity. I don't know what the temperature has been, but it's felt like probably 32, 33 in terms of heat, but about 158% humidity. And that here, well, you know, obviously 100% humidity. That humidity and heat combined just draw the energy out of you. So the 15-16 k's we're doing today really literally feels like our 30 k's on the Camino, and although that's 30 k's in winter or autumn, spring, we've done it both times, spring, but it's been quite cool, snowing on the Camino. 2 times we've done it for the first half. So we haven't experienced these kind of temperatures on the Camino. Anyway, very enjoyable walk. Like I said before, world class, and got about 1.5 kilometres to get into Tai O. Getting some sunshine through, a little bit of sparkle off the water. Tai O just around to the left. The Kaohsiung High Hong Kong Bridge, again where the bridge goes down underwater, becomes a tunnel. Well, that's where we've walked from. Well, not up there, there is a path going straight up there. Whoa. No thanks, not today. We've come around there, looking at the bridge the whole way. And this is what people come for, apparently. That's the traditional living in Hong Kong, just over there.
Stilted
on stilts.
Water village. So we're just arriving in Tai O, and it's famous for having all of these houses on stilts, and it's very interesting. I was going to say quaint. Quaint infers pretty. It's not pretty yet, but it's so interesting. This is so amazing. Tai O. What a different lifestyle. This is a drawbridge. So different. Tai O looks so interesting.
Tai O, we have arrived. Tai O by the sea. Our, well, not too sure it'd even make one star by Japanabel's standards. It's,
Our village house.
it's immaculate after a 16 kilometre walk in these conditions today, and we feel definitely like we're between 30 and 35, I reckon. On Camino Day, it feels like. Could do a few more, but those few more would really
Knock us
it out
up.
of you.